Remember the last marble sporting event? Of course you do. Well, we are making another one, and here are the competitors. We have maple syrup and Mars Orange, blackjack and jaw hinge, Coca Mocha and Comet, and Cerulean and Green Streak. There is no yellow swirl for this because they got last place in the last marble sporting event. So this marble sporting event is Olympic style, unlike the last one, as you see the spectators there, and a couple of new faces like maple syrup. So just bear with us. We'll try to identify him correctly. Now, as we get a look at our first event, it is MMA Fighting with Fidget Spinners. So now, as you see, the competitors that are going to fight for this matchup, and let's get it started. It's Mars Orange and Maple Syrup, and it looks like Mars Orange is going to win that one. Maple Syrup fell off the board. He almost fell out on the back side, but he trickled over on the near side to us. So Mars Orange advances. Next up, we have Blackjack and Jaw Hinge. So down they go, and it looks like Jaw Hinge got knocked out first, and there goes Blackjack, gets hit away by one of the spinners, and as you see, Blackjack gets knocked out as well, but that doesn't really matter. The first one to come out is the winner. No, I mean the loser. So Blackjack will be advancing to fight Mars Orange in the next round. Now we have Coca Mocha and Comet. It looks like who will come out first? And it's Comet. Coca Mocha used the barriers to protect himself from the spinners. The spinners could help or hurt. In that case, it helped Coca Mocha. So as you see on the replay there, it's a slow motion replay as always. The fans were pleased with that finish, all the Coca Mocha fans, and now Cerulean and Green Streak, and Cerulean gets knocked out quickly. And just for good measure and some bragging rights, if you will, Green Streak stays on the board. Both fidget spinners actually stopped. Actually, the back one completely stopped, while the front one turned really slowly. Now we have Mars Orange and what the? I couldn't even finish my sentence. Mars Orange and Blackjack. And who will fall out first? It's Blackjack. So that means Mars Orange will be advancing. I don't know what happened there. As you see, Blackjack stays on the board, but then he decides to come over here, and he couldn't keep his balance, and he falls out. So now we move on to our next semifinals grouping, and that was a quick one. Coca Mocha gets knocked out easily, while Green Streak's moving on to the final. At first I thought their Green Streak balanced on the edge for more bragging rights, but nope, he's still moving on anyway. Now we have our third place match, Blackjack and Coca Mocha. And oh, somebody just got hit by the spinners, and it's Blackjack. Blackjack's injured. Last year's silver medalist, and he's down for the count. Excuse me, last month's, I mean, because, well, and we have an injury on the field. Security and medics and first responders are tending to him, while Coca Mocha gets third place. And now our final, Green Streak and Mars Orange, and it's Mars Orange winning. Actually stays in that corner. Green Streak gets hit by that spinner that's responsible for a lot of knockouts, and there, as you see, the top three on the podium. And due to the injury by Blackjack, Yellow Swirl, the one that did not make it to the Olympics because they got last place last time, will actually be competing, but they're gonna be competing with 0 points. So there's, you see, the bracket for our next event, final spinning. We see it before, but now it comes to here. We're coming down to the overall standings. As you see, Yellow Swirls added in, but you'll have to start with the back with the 0 points. Maple Syrup, the newcomer who's not doing that well. Jaw Hinge, who also not doing that well, but we've seen a lot of turnarounds. Comet, and last month's winner, Cerulean, all with 1 point. Then we have Coca Mocha in third with 3. Then we have Green Streak in second with 4. And first, we leading the overall standings, Mars Orange with 5 points. But we'll expect some changes as the funnel spinning event is coming. So there's you see the funnel spinning event is gonna start now, and there's you see the two groups. Group A with Cerulean, Mars Orange, Blackjack, and Comet. It looks like Blackjack's falling down first, followed by Comet, and it'll be Cerulean and Mars Orange advancing to the final. Mars Orange will be advancing to their second final in a row. So there's you see who is advancing, and now we have Group 2. Trusty Black 8 Judge gives the signal, and they're off. Looks like Green Streak's dropping first, followed by Jaw Hinge, and it looks like Jaw Hinge will be dropping down first, followed by Green Streak. What an event for the underdogs. It'll be Maple Syrup. They also will advancing to their first final ever. So there's you see the 4 finalists right there in front of us. And now as we get ready for the final, who will drop down first? It is Maple Syrup. Not looking too good, but he could gain a couple of spots, and it'll be Cerulean fall down first, Maple Syrup second, Yellow Swirl second, and it'll be Mars Orange winning their second event. The jump is about to begin, but first we have to get a look at our current standings. So as you see there at the bottom of the standings, it is Jaw Hinge and Comet in back with 2 points, and since Mars Orange has stretched such a big lead, both of them cannot win, but they still could end up in the top 3. Then it's Cerulean, last month's winner, and the newcomer. They both could win there with 3 points. Then a little bit over them is Yellow Swirl, who did it very well in their last event. That's the best they ever did. They are with Coca Mocha with 4 points, and then is Green Streak with 5 points. So the reason that Yellow Swirl and Green Streak are not tied is because, remember, Yellow Swirl had to start at last place with 0 points. And then leading the overall standings is Mars Orange with 10 points, 5 full points away than Green Streak. Can Green Streak catch up? We will find out. So first up in the jumping blocks is Coca Mocha, and yeah, see if you could find that Easter egg while we're going. So Coca Mocha is released, and that was around the range, and then Green Streak was around that same range. Next up in the jumping blocks, it is Yellow Swirl taking a jump, and that was in the exact same range. Next up is Maple Syrup, so they were around in that same second square range, and Maple Syrup, oh, that was much further. Next up is Mars Orange, our championship leader. And he goes, ooh, that was a good one. Now it's Jaw Hinge. See if he could score some good points. He can't win, though. And that was also in the range. Next up is Comet, one of the last jumpers. And that was in the worst range. Now it's Cerulean, the final jumper. And let's see his jump, and that was, ooh, not that good. Since there were so many ties in the standings after the long jump, we decided to have a funnel spinning matchup for the tied groups. Maple Syrup, Jaw Hinge, and Mars Orange will be fighting for gold, silver, and bronze. Mars Orange will get another medal, and it'll be pretty hard to catch him after that. And Yellow Swirl, Cerulean, Comet, Coca Mocha, and Green Streak will all be fighting for 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, and 4th. So now as you see, the first group is up in the blocks, and they are at least, looks like Coca Mocha's dropping through first, followed by Cerulean, and it looks like Comet's dropping through first, followed by Coca Mocha, Cerulean, Yellow Swirl, and later Green Streak. And now we have the final. Mars Orange will medal for the third time in a row, and they will be getting third. Maple Syrup will be getting second, and will be Jaw Hinge getting first. Last event, but we have to look at the current standings. So it is Comet in back with 3 points. Sorry, the numbers don't line up that well, but I really tried to make them line up. It is Mocha with 4 points. And then it is Yellow Swirl and Cerulean with 5 points. So all the black ones mean that they cannot win the championship and cannot end up in the top 3. And then with 7 points with that red dot, that means they cannot win the championship, but they can still end up in the top 3. Actually, one of them will. It's Green Streak, Jaw Hinge, who moved up a lot with that gold, and Maple Syrup. And then that gold dot, Mars Orange, means that Mars Orange will win the championship. Nobody has enough points to catch him. So Mars Orange will be our champion. He's very happy about that, you could tell. And all of his fans in the stadium are, as we get ready for our final event, the Adventure Park maze. The final event, the Adventure Park, is about to begin. As you see, it's absolutely gigantic, a monster of a course. And it's the last marble to finish that'll pick up the better points, not the first. So in other words, you want to be the last marble to finish. And as you know, only Mars Orange can win the championship. Nobody can top him out with points. So as you see there, the order that they were commenced down this huge course. Size comparison, it measures a little bit over 3 feet. And we will begin the 4th and final event now. So 3, 2, 1, and now we are off. Remember, it's the last place marble that'll get the most points. Looks like Comet's in dead last so far, followed by Jaw Hinge, then Maple Syrup, and it looks like Mars Orange is actually taking the lead. If he finishes first, that will just stretch his lead to 18. And looks like Comet will get last place, then Jaw Hinge. He will fail to medal, unlike last year. Then Yellow Swirl. Then it looks like Maple Syrup, then Cerulean. Maple Syrup will get the bronze. Green Streak will get the silver. Next is Mocha, and Mars Orange will win this event. That'll just stretch his lead. So there, as you know, Mars Orange gets another gold, and that'll just stretch his lead. But after that, now it's time for the closing ceremony with music. So long, everybody. Bye.